Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Sri Jayendra Rank Zone classes. I am your mentor and your friend for the subject biology, and I will be taking the zoology part, that is the animal science. So, my dear students, in the previous lectures, we have completed till aves means birds, and today we are going to start with class Mammalia, which is the final class. Before proceeding with this class, Mammalia, I would like to suggest that please go through the previous lectures, previous videos, so that you can make a continuity in learning the information regarding these chordates. So let us start with class Mammalia, which includes mammals. The mammals, they basically evolved in the Triassic period. Triassic period is basically the part of Mesozoic era, and Mesozoic era is considered as age of reptiles. So basically, in Mesozoic era, the presence of reptilian mammals can be seen. But true mammals, they actually originated in Cenozoic era, which is having further two periods, the tertiary and the quaternary period. And this Cenozoic era further includes the, or it is known as what? The golden era, which is said to be for the development of mammals. So basically, the reptilian mammals, they started to develop in Mesozoic era, means in the age of reptiles during the Triassic period. But Cenozoic era is considered to be the golden era for the development of mammals. The science that deals with the study of mammals is known as what? Mammalogy. The science which deals with the study of mammals is known as what? Mammalogy. The members of this class are omnipresent, mean they are present everywhere and found in numerous areas like polar ice cap, deserts, mountains, forest, and grasslands, and even in the dark caves. Some of them have ability to fly even or swim and survive in air and water. When they are terrestrial, they are arboreal, means air, terrestrial means land, and aquatic. That is why they are known to be omnipresent. Body has well differentiated head, neck, trunk and tail. Okay, the body is distinctly divided into head, neck, trunk and tail. A horizontal diaphragm between the thorax and abdomen. So diaphragm is basically horizontal dome shaped, which basically separates the thoracic cage from the abdominal cavity. It is commonly found in all the members of this class, in class Mammalia. Diaphragm plays an active role in respiration by increasing the volume of thoracic cage. The diaphragm, it becomes flattened during respiration. Defecation means voiding out of stools. It creates a pressure on the abdominal cavity to release the stools. Micturition means voiding out of urine, and parturition means delivery of a baby, passage out of baby. So diaphragm, it plays an active role in respiration, defecation, micturition and parturition. The body of almost all the mammals is covered with a white coat of hair, which is made up of keratin protein, alpha keratin, known as pelage. So body of almost all the mammals is covered with a coat of hair, which is made up of alpha keratin protein called pelage. This pelage is basically the covering. Some may have many hair-like, some may have overgrowth of hairs like monkey, and while some may have very less hairs like in case of humans. The mammals have skin which is thick, water resistant because of this alpha keratin only. And glandular. There are many types of glands in the skin like sweat glands, oil glands, or sebaceous glands and mammary glands. So all these glands, they are basically considered as modification of skin. The sweat glands, oil glands, sebaceous glands and mammary glands. Mammary glands, they are modified sweat glands and are common in females while rudimentary in males, which takes care for baby feeding, means parental care, which gives the class mammalian its name. Okay, so because of mammary glands, which are modified sweat glands, which are common in females and rudimentary in males. Rudimentary in males. And they are a remarkable example of parental care. If present, horns are located at the head, especially when we talk about the cattle, cow, buffalo, sheep, nails at the end of the fingers and toes, claws or hoof are found which provide protection. So, coming to the next slide, the general characteristics will continue. Two pairs of limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs are attached to trunk. They are attached to trunk. Limbs are pentadactyl, mean 5 digits, that aids in swimming, walking, running. Hind limbs are absent in Cetaceae and Sirenia family. Please remember, in case of Cetaceae and Sirenia, and this is also a, I can see, All India Pre-Medical Examination question 2006. Okay. In which of the families the hind limbs are absent? All are given mammals, and out of Cetaceae is the example. So Cetaceae and Sirenia, they don't have hind limbs, while others have hind limbs, right? Limbs are pentadactyl, means 5 digits. Alimentary canal is complete with proximal end as mouth and distal end as anus. So alimentary canal is complete with proximal end, means the anterior end is mouth and the distal end is anus. In case of mammals, the blastopore, it gives anus first, means deuterostomes. Anus form first. Exception, anus and urogenital openings are different. Both the openings of urinary tract and genital ducts are different. Cloaca is absent. Before, in reptilians and aves and amphibians, cloaca was present and it was three-chambered in case of reptiles, which receives the openings of urinary tract, genital duct and the alimentary canal. So cloaca is absent in mammals, it is absent in mammals, as the anus and urogenital openings are different. Exception, in members of Protheria, they just have evolved from aves, that is why they may have cloaca. Okay, so Protherians mean the most primitive mammals, they have cloaca. Teeth are fixed in sockets known as thecodont dentition, called as gums in the buccal cavity, hence called thecodont, means bony sockets. Teeth are present in bony sockets. Teeth are of four different types: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars, means heterodont type of dentition. The shape, size, function of different types of teeth are different, that is why heterodont dentition. Teeth comes twice. First is the deciduous dentition and then the permanent dentition. And that is why it is written diphyodont. Means first one milk teeth and the second permanent teeth. Diphyodont dentition. The jaw suspensorium is craniostylic type. Okay. The jaw suspensorium is of the craniostylic type. Lower jaw consists of dentary bone. This dentary bone basically mandible, which is a spongy bone. Respiration is through a pair of lungs which is enclosed in the pleural cavity. Okay, the pleural cavity is the part which basically encloses the lungs, pair of lungs. The space pleural cavity needs to be increased or decreased because of the presence of intercostal muscles. These muscles, diaphragm, sternum, they maintain the volume of thoracic cage or the pleural cavity. Pleural cavity means the lungs, they are covered by the outer membrane parietal pleura and the inner membrane visceral pleura. This parietal pleura and visceral pleura, they are separated by a pleural cavity or pleural space, sorry. This is the pleural space which is filled with a fluid known as pleural fluid. Right? Larynx is the sound box, while in apes, syrinx was the sound box. It is present in the neck region which produces sound. Heart is four-chambered. It is four-chambered. Heart is four-chambered and have double circulatory system, that is the pulmonary circulation. As they are homeostatic, they have to maintain the body temperature, and to maintain the body temperature, the oxygenated blood needs to be transfused every time. They have pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Only left side has aortic vessels. The left part of the heart is having aorta or the great vessel known as aortic vessel for the supply of blood into the whole body. So we have just covered two slides. I'll just make some common points which you have to remember. The origin of mammals takes place in the Triassic period of Mesozoic era, and they get dominant in Cenozoic era, which is known as what the golden era for the development of mammals. The study or the science which deals with the study of mammals is known as what? Mammalogy. The body is differentiated into head, neck, trunk, and tail. They have a diaphragm which basically separates the thoracic and the abdominal cavity. It also helps in respiration, defecation, maturation, and parturition. Body is covered by almost thin hairs or a coat of hairs made up of keratin protein. These hairs are having good amount of keratin and known as what? Plage. Some may have many hair like monkey or very less in case of humans. Mammals have the skin which is waterproof, thick and glandular. The glands like mammary glands is the modification of sweat glands. They help in the feeding of baby. Horns, claws, they are present, but in very limited mammals, especially the cattles. Okay, these are the points you have to remember. Limbs are absent, both forelimbs and hind limbs, except in Sirenia and Cetaceae. The hind limbs are absent. Alimentary canal is complete. The anterior part of the alimentary canal becomes mouth and the posterior part becomes anus. Anus develops in mammals first, then mouth, means deuterostomes. Anus and urinogenital openings are different, and that is why there is no need of cloaca. Cloaca is absent. In protherians, cloaca is present exceptionally. Then they have thecodont dentition, means teeth are embedded in a socket, bony socket. Then heterodont dentition means they have different types of teeth, four types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. And the teeth, they come in two phases. One is the primary, and the second one is the permanent. The primary or the temporary or the milk teeth. Okay. The jaw suspensorium is of craniostylic type, means whenever the jaw opens, the mandible goes down, maxilla is stable. Along with the jaw, mandible is connected to the skull, especially in the tympanic region, with the help of a condyle. This is known as what? Temporomandibular junction. Known as what? Temporomandibular junction, TMJ. Temporomandibular junction. The presence of temporomandibular junction makes them craniostylic, jaw suspensorium. The lower jaw is having a dentary bone, meaning the alveolar bone, which basically helps to embed the tooth in its socket. Now coming to next, RBCs are small, circular, and non-nucleated. RBCs in case of mammals, they are non-nucleated. Exception is camel. The RBCs are nucleated. RBCs, red blood corpuscles in case of mammals, are non-nucleated, small and circular, while in Camelidae family, means llama and camel, the RBCs are absent. An RBC is concave in shape. In case of humans, biconcave. Endoskeleton is dicondylic, means there are two occipital condyles. These occipital condyles rest on the facet present on atlas vertebrae, the first vertebrae. Vertebrae is acillous or amphicoelous, mean there is no concavity. The centrum is flat at both the sides, that is why acillous, or amphiplatin. Sorry, it's not amphicoelous, it is amphiplatin. Amphi means both sides, and platin means it is flat. Cartilaginous pads are present in between bones. These cartilaginous pads, they help in the locomotion. Okay. Now coming to next, the cartilaginous pads, they are known as what? Epiphysis or epiphysis. The growth of bone takes place here also in epiphysis. Helps in bone ossification or growth of bone. Neck is made up of 7 vertebrae, 7 cervical vertebrae. Bradypus or the sloth, which has 9 to 10 cervical vertebrae. Okay, so in case of mammals, there was the presence of 7 cervical vertebrae like bradypus, 9 to 10 cervical vertebrae, and sea cow, Mantis, which has 6 cervical vertebrae. So apart from sea cow, Mantis, and bradypus, they all are having 7 cervical vertebrae. Ribs are bifid and joined to sternum. Excretion, sternum in the proximal part, anterior. Excretion is through one pair of metanephric kidneys, which is situated in the abdominal cavity. Excretory product is mainly urea, hence these animals are known as ureotelic. Brain is larger with the development of cerebellum and cerebrum both. The cerebellum helps to control the involuntary actions and cerebrum for different types of logical thinking and speech skills. A spatial structure connects both the right and left cerebral hemispheres, which are the white myelinated fibers known as what? Corpus callosum. Corpus callosum is absent in marsupials and monoterms. So monoterms and marsupials, they don't have corpus callosum. Rest all the mammals, they are having corpus callosum. There are 4 optic lobes known as corpora quadrigemina. 4 optic lobes known as corpora quadrigemina. Cranial nerves are 12. External ear called as ear pinna is present. And the medial is having 3 ossicles. Malleus incus stapes. Miss. Mean from outside to inside. The first one is malleus. The second one is stapes. And the third one is, second one is incus. Higher spiral calling of cochlea of internal ear. Mammals, they have their cochlea which are very highly spiral, while in case of apes or birds, the cochlea was straight. Mammals are unisexual animals. Testes in males are outside the body. For as the formation of sperm, the temperature which is needed should be less than the body temperature, around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. That is why for spermatogenesis it is required that the testis should be put outside the body. The testis covered by a epithelial membrane, means scrotal sacs. Copulation is through distinct penis. Ovaries and reduced penis called as clitoris, they are also present in females. Okay. These are some more common characteristics, that the RBCs are uninucleated, and the camel or the llama, they don't have nucleated RBCs. Then endoskeleton, dicondylic vertebrae, they are amphiplatin or amphicoelous, mean they are flattened on both the sides. Neck is of 7 cervical vertebrae, but there are some examples like bradypus, sloth bear, and sea cow or mantis. Okay. Now coming to next is fertilization is internal, that is fallopian tubes. Eggs are developed in zygote in the uterus. Embryonic membranes are present, that is why they are known as what? Amniota. Embryo gets nourishment from the mother through the uterus by placenta, means they cross the placenta, nutrients cross the placenta because of the presence of placental villi. Okay. Mostly mammals are viviparous. Parental care, specifically of the mammals, mother feed the child through the milk, which is an example of parental care. Okay. Mammals are warm-blooded, means euthermals or endothermic, homeothermals. Living mammals are classified into 2 subclasses, subclass Prototheria and subclass Theria. So these subclasses we are going to discuss in the next lecture. My dear students, please go through the general characteristics of Mammalia. Till then, bye-bye, take care, stay safe everyone.